Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shag here. Fallout 4 is coming. The release date is set, November 10th, 2015. The day half the world takes off work to suit up in their Vault 111 jumpsuits and roam the wasteland looking for bottle caps. Good God, I've been doing videos drooling over this damn title's announcement and release for over 2 years. It is, hands down, my favorite franchise. But I'm sure there's some uninitiated wondering what the hell is so special about Fallout. This video is for you. Welcome to Fallout 4, the complete explanation. Quick rundown on the background that makes up the Fallout universe. Fallout takes place in an alternate version of our reality that diverged from our own timeline shortly after World War II. The game takes place in the future, but not our future. A future as imagined by the traditional 1950s style science fiction. A big change between our timeline and Fallout's is the lack of miniaturization of digital computers and electronics. It just didn't happen, meaning televisions, radios, and computers all had that old style and feel. They did make massive advances in making nuclear reactors smaller in the Fallout universe. Everything from entire cities to cars of the future could be run on nuclear power, largely replacing the combustion engine. Controlled nuclear fusion, a source of energy which is yet to be harnessed by scientists of our world, was developed in Fallout. Many of these pre-war power sources are still functioning around the time Fallout 3 in New Vegas takes place and in the upcoming Fallout 4. One example of functioning mini reactors are the ones in radios and televisions across the wasteland. It's seen in the demo video for Fallout 3. There's a little mini reactor still pumping energy out in a destroyed old bus radio. This also explains the lack of power cords on radios and televisions in the wasteland. This nuclear obsession of the Fallout world saw nuclear energy and, to a lesser extent, radioactive materials being utilized whenever, wherever possible, even seeing radioactive isotopes added to soft drinks, hence Nuka-Cola. At one point, despite its inevitable health risks of ionizing radiation, Fallout's world is obsessed with nuclear energy, ultimately ending during the Great War, a war which started and ended on October 23, 2077. With all this nuclear tech came the risk of radiation poisoning during accidental radiation exposure. In response to this threat, radiation treatment and inoculation technologies were developed in the Fallout universe that are way more advanced than anything that we have today. Fallout 4 has you playing the sole survivor. In every Fallout, the character you play normally is given a title. In the original Fallout, you played the Vault Dweller. Fallout 2, you were the Chosen One. Fallout 3, the Lone Wanderer. In New Vegas, the Courier. And in Fallout Tactics, you were the Warrior. Now, you're the sole survivor. The title given to you for being the only survivor of Vault 111. Vaults, if you don't know, are massive underground shelters run by a company called Vault-Tec. At the beginning of Fallout 4, you're introduced to your partner and spend a short time with your son, Sean, only moments before alarms ring out and you and your family go running headlong toward the vault. Waiting for the massive hatch to open, you see the nuclear blast. For some reason, and I don't know why, but I can't wait to dive into it, the main character, your custom character, emerges from Vault 111 alone. Fallout games have always been focused on an open world and the freedom to explore it. Starting with a character you've created, you choose your stats and perks and make your way out into the wasteland. Traditionally in a Fallout game, you'd pick skills. But what we've seen so far, we haven't seen any evidence that the skills, the classic skill system, will be returning for Fallout 4. Expect a video on this at a later date. The world of Fallout is full of mutated beasts, raiders, marauders, cannibals, super mutants, rad scorpions, and all kinds of factions that have their own agendas and goals. How you deal with each is up to you, except for raiders. Screw those guys, they're jerks. But you're not without friends. Fallout has always had companions, characters that have your back. Some are mercs, others have great stories to tell. The most nostalgic of which has to be Dogmeat. Yes, it's the same breed of dog from the Mad Max movie. It's an Australian cattle dog. This faithful hound has been in Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Fallout 3. What's even better, Dogmeat in Fallout 3 is said to be the descendant of the Vault Dweller's dog from Fallout 1. I've got a real soft spot for this pup. But that's not all you've got backing you up. The Pip-Boy is a small wrist-mounted device that players use to organize their inventory, access their maps, play audio logs and keep track of quests, and play the local radio stations. Fallout 4 has given the Pip-Boy a hell of a lot of upgrades. It's rendered in a fantastic level of detail. It can play tapes that are found around the waste, some containing full-on minigames. The collector's edition of Fallout 4 comes with a working Pip-Boy you can put your phone inside. Yeah, I want one. Fallout 4's combat is a real-time first-person shooter with an optional almost pause-like ability to freeze time and choose sections of the body to blast on a target. This system is called VATS, also known as the Vault-Tec Assisted Targeting System. This system was designed to bring back from the tactical turn-based strategy elements that Fallout 1 and 2 were known for by freezing the action and allowing the player to make choices on who to attack and where. Shooting a leg can slow down a target, shooting an arm can throw off his aim. Hell, if you're good enough, you can shoot the weapon right out of a super mutant's hand. Good enough being completely reliant on the character's skills and stats and range, of course. This brings more RPG elements into the combat, if you're that kind of player at least. Fallout 4 has seen this traditional just pause system turn into more of a slow motion effect. Another big change in combat from Fallout 3 to 4 is the new critical system. Originally, criticals just happened on a dice roll, being affected by your attribute like luck. Now, criticals seem to be something that is charged up and used when the player wants to. Luck also affects the charge rate of critical hits in Fallout 4. Speaking of attributes, when making your character in any Fallout, you get the chance to spend points customizing your character's physical and mental abilities. This system is called the Special System. Special being an acronym for Strength, Perception, Endurance, Charisma, Intelligence, Agility, and Luck. Quick rundown of what each does. Strength, this affects your melee damage and how much you can carry, so your carry weight. Perception, this is your environmental awareness or your sixth sense. This is also your VATS accuracy, meaning the higher your perception, the quicker you'll sense that an enemy is coming after you, and a higher chance of hitting your mark in VATS. Endurance, this is your overall physical health, how much health you have, and how much AP drains from sprinting now. Yes, sprinting has finally been added to Fallout. Charisma, this is your ability to charm and convince others. This affects persuade dialogues and barter prices. Intelligence, this is your mental acuity, and the number of experience points earned per level. Turning intelligence down to 1 in just about all the Fallouts makes your character a complete idiot, with the dialogue to match. And I can't wait to hear how this sounds with a voiced character. Agility. Agility represents your reflexes, the number of total action points you'll have in VATS, meaning how many shots you may get, and your ability to sneak. And then there's luck. This is your good fortune. This has affected a variety of things in Fallout titles, but for Fallout 4, it will specifically be changing the recharge rate of critical hits. Loot chances also goes up for better items. Fallout 4 is taking place in Boston. We've seen the USS Constitution, Paul Revere statue, Fenway Park, and a boatload of other well-known locations. So let's talk new game mechanics. Weapon customization was something introduced by modders in Fallout 3, implemented into Fallout New Vegas by Obsidian, and taken to 11 with Fallout 4. You literally can just about make your own guns. Slapping new stocks, grips, scopes, receivers, barrels, underslung attachments, you name it, you can probably slap it onto your weapon and make just about anything you want. Want an SMG energy weapon? Or a fast-firing, high-caliber marksman rifle? Go for it. You're going to need the new weaponry though, because enemies in the field have new attacks and abilities. Rad scorpions can dig underground, Deathclaws can, do that. The Wasteland has gotten a hell of a lot more deadly. One of the most surprising additions is the build your own settlement system. A mod back in the day called Real-Time Settler did this for Fallout New Vegas, but wow, does it look amazing in Fallout 4. Basically, you can build a town, recruit people to join you if you have what they need. Silly stuff like clean water, food, and a place to sleep. Then, you can defend your town with turrets, guards, flamethrowers, even a freaking mortar. Who knows what else? You can even set up caravans between your settlements. Oh, and that thing? Yeah, it's a Brahmin. That's what passes for a cow in the Fallout universe. Character armor customization has gotten an overhaul. There's a new layered armored system with lots of interesting variety? Power armor. It's a mainstay of the Fallout universe. It's been on the cover of most of the games. Big, Iron Man-esque military-grade armor that only those trained to pilot it can. Finally, in Fallout 4, the armor feels as big and bulky and awesome as it should have. It really felt kind of underwhelming in Fallout 3 to me, but now you can upgrade this monstrosity any way you want, mixing and matching parts from some classic factions like the Brotherhood of Steel or the Enclave. Hell yes, bring on the jetpack. What else we got? Well, we've seen the main character call in a vertibird, a vertical takeoff and landing craft that has been in quite a few of the Fallouts. Could this be the new fast travel system? Maybe. I've talked in further detail about the new enhancements for the Creation Engine's capabilities in another video, that'll be located here. Fallout is a world of dark humor that gives just enough real-world issues to really help sell the suspension of disbelief for the more over-the-top moments. We waited a long time, and damn, is it going to be a good gaming year. But what's your favorite bit of news coming out of Fallout 4? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more gaming and Fallout goodness. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.